Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him.
No, he's discriminating. It says that he hates Australia.
You're going to the prison. Go.
What? Dude, we already talked about moving out there.
No, that's a bad decision. So that's so bad. Go. You disadvantaged.
Bro, I am literally a fucking engineer. I was trained engineer. Goddamn, this kid named fucking
Go to the prison now. I'll also kick you. You had no choice. Kill me one more time. Go to the prison now. Also, will kick you. Now,
okay, I can just join back later.
Exotic butter.
You want me to vote kick you? Okay, I'll vote kick you then. Whatever.
Okay, I'll go kick you then, faggot. Bitch. Fuck you, dumbass.
Rec Room, a place of fun and imagination to bring your friends together, and overall have a pretty good time. Or is it? Give it your Rec Room best is the saying used on Rec Room for the COC Code of Conduct pictured here. But it is turning more into report people unfairly and ban them your best. But the main parts of toxicity aren't in paintball or quest, it's community servers. But clan servers are the worst of it all. They encourage raiding and being rude, but they do bring a sense of community and friendship. But does it need to happen? Really? Rec Room, your #1 rule is be excellent to each other, but these people sometimes aren't. Now, they are like Star Wars servers that have been on Gmod Dark RP for the longest time, but on Rec Room. Now, this is where it's starting to get serious. Back in the early days of clans, one clan doxed the other clan and told the people where they lived over a Rec Room game. This is Rec Room Clans. FBI Evoker, who is the leader of the FBI and the creator of the FBI facility map on Rec Room, he created the map and is a good public speaker and a good person, and I thank him for the interview.
The FBI, we're not really a roleplay group. The FBI, we enforce the codes of conduct. In Rec Room, we try to help clans. We try to help clans follow the codes of conduct. We deal with intel leaks, spy leaks. We try to enforce Rec Room and clan law, more just Rec Room code of conduct. So yeah.
Look at it.
The game itself has a environment of which I have never seen, and in my years of doing my job, I have never experienced this, and every day is a new experience in Rec Room. But the thing with Rec Room is that why the FBI is here is to cut down the toxicity in Rec Room, you know, so.
And that's a pretty noble cause, I do have to say. I like that. Doing your FBI thing.
Around 2 years ago. It was a year after I just got Rec Room, and so I just wanted to help. But it didn't really become a global thing. It was more just me and, like, one other friend did it, and no one else. And then about a year ago, not a year ago, but around, I don't know, 8 months ago, it became a big thing, so.
Okay. I'm sorry if I'm checking my phone frequently. I keep on trying to message with this guy.
Hey, can I get a little political here? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. You don't have to.
Okay, so how I run the FBI is defined on my political compass and preference. I'm a Republican, okay? I've been a Republican. I do live in the South, so I mean that kind of works. But anyway, and I've always thought that when it's, and I've seen this firsthand, when it's left up to clans to decide what they want to do and how to solve problems, it never ends good. Okay? That's why I don't think clans, in my opinion, should be trusted with waging wars, raiding, and other such. Because we've seen this time and time again. Site 76, Vora runs it, okay? Hot shout out to Vora. Hi, Vora. Vora, and I do urge this warning. You can put this as a title. Juicy title. Vora is on a suicide mission with himself.
Okay.
If he does not stop this, and what he's doing, like my clan example, Rec Room, the clan community, it will be a catalyst for what is to come. Now, the FBI is there to try to prevent that, but some things are just out of my control. So that's the warning I urge him. He's on a suicide path for himself.
So, I've heard about
Some of them are inherently good in the scene, and that I will support them, and we do contracts with people if they want our services, like security services and anything. But anyway, that with clans and everything, that I do hope, and I do wish that some of them, yes, are better than others, but that's not really my objectivity to say whether they're bad or good. All I care about is what they do with their law, what they do with their people. Because if say there's an admin abuse situation, I'm not gonna stand idly by. That doesn't make the game fun for anyone when an admin abuses their power. Okay. And that's something in the FBI server that, yes, we do struggle with, but not as much as some servers I've seen. Okay.
Okay.
In my years of doing this, so with the clan scene and that, there's two outcomes that I have theorized, and one of them is about to become true. In which, well, actually three of them, but we can get into the first one. That if the FBI is abolished, the clan scene will be chaotic. There will be mass influxes of refugees from these big servers, okay? Over-bloated servers. There will be mass refugees coming into mass exodus places, okay? And then that will harper growth in the clan community, and I think will lead to another great war, as there once was 3 years ago when I first logged on.
There was a war. I was never told of this, actually. Could you tell me about that?
I actually do, and I want to become a senator when I grow up, and I think that the FBI has a lot to do with politics, in my opinion. And I think it's spin as someone bringing politics into this, but that's just me at the end of the day, so.
No, it's all right. And then and everything and such.
My conclusion is that they are very interesting, in what they do and how they do it, and I think that I wish and I hope to see more clans spring up and sprout up, but I just hope that Rec Room stays with the Rec Room clan scene, stays with the status quo it has.
The next guy I interviewed was Senpai, who's a part of the FBI and Rec Room. They enforce rules and regulation, the code of conduct, that sort of thing. They've had some controversies, but not that many. Pictured here, Senpai I've already had history with, so me and him had a pretty good time and pretty fun overall. He's a pretty good dude, and I thank him for the interview.
I make contracts with other clans and offer them the services that they need to better their clan.
Alright, so I have a list
Where people can get together and build what they want and have fun, and not have to worry about people ruining that fun.
Okay.
People should have the right to be creative and express themselves however which way they want.
Alright, that's pretty respectful. So what...
Instead of VR chat, the other, it's like Rec Room, but it's for PC. So since they didn't have that on PlayStation, I searched for the next best thing, which was Rec Room. So I would say this is about in 2017, 2018 maybe. I started RP servers as soon as I started FBI, and it was on this first server called Site 76.
I was there, that's where you met me.
Yep, that is where I met you.
This is where I met my dad, by the way. This is my dad, if you couldn't tell.
There are about, you could say, 3 kinds of RP servers. There are story-driven RP servers, there are lore-driven, like, things that already exist. It's like writing a story for some servers, such as, I'm going to mention names, Shadow Corp. Shadow Corp, their RP is mostly driven by their own storytelling. They tell a story through their maps and their creations, through the Discord and their maps. Or it could be like Site 76, or Site 76, which it would be lore-driven, as in something that's already been created, and they're expressing it, their love for that creation in their map building.
Okay.
Then there's the growing clan servers, clan RPs, which Shadow Corp and Site 76 fall under this as well. So these clan servers they put in rules, and their only goal is to grow. It's to grow a mass following and improve their base and aesthetic of it, and the overall mental state that people will have inside those servers.
Okay. So what's FBI then?
FBI is a rec room organization. It's an organization that helps out other clans with their business or any problems that they might have, such as if you're being raided, we will come in. Hopefully, if you want to start and make a report under the code of conduct of Rec Room, we'll file a report and send it to the moderators if need be. My opinion on raiders is that they are no good for the Rec Room community. They are the people that don't want to really participate in any sort of RP or any sort of fun community experience. They're in it for themselves to cause a disruption in the order of an RP server or map.
Okay.
And that's why I joined the FBI, because I wanted to prevent these things. I wanted to enforce the code of conduct onto rooms and other people.
Alright. So, I know that you've already mentioned...
You cannot disclose contract information.
Oh yes, please.
That is not within our group, but I will disclose this. Right now, we have contracts with about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 clans.
Please don't tell me anything like that's gonna get me in trouble. Please, I don't wanna annoy you guys.
I will tell you that these clans, these aren't small clans. These are over tens of thousands of visits on each of their rooms. For one of them, they have, let me see right now. Yes. So we go for big and small clans that are just coming up, and we teach them the way of running a clan. We teach them with organization, anti-raiding tactics, building up their clan, the popularity aspect behind the scenes. So how we do not really affiliate ourselves with clan wars. Clan wars are completely up to whatever two clans are fighting each other. But now, this is where it changes. If we are contracted underneath one of these clans that is having a war with another clan, we have to send them reinforcements. As in we give them anti-raiding tactics and builds. We give them inventions that will prevent raids from even being possible.
Okay. So do you think that war is needed, or do you think that it isn't needed as well as that?
Sometimes in Rec Room, war is needed to solve a situation, but everything is in life, everything can be solved in a passive manner.
Okay, I can go
with new commands and new leaders. FBI in a couple of years, it will die down. It's no doubt in my mind that it will die down and will not be needed anymore. It won't happen this year. It might not happen next year or the year before that, but it will happen eventually.
Okay.
My thing is that I will be taking my leave, or a not too long absence from FBI once school begins. I will still try and do my job as best I can on this Rec Room platform.
Okay.
It's a very difficult question. I guess you can say these are not things that I would pursue in my real life, because in my real life, I tend, with Rec Room and all these RPs and clans and organizations, you have to really keep your real life and your Rec Room status separate. You cannot bring your real life and what you do and how you are and how you act into Rec Room.
Okay.
So I see it as this: if you think you have been brought a skill and it actually works for you in real life as well, then I guess you can build upon it. For me, the skills that I have gained in Rec Room, which would only be the communication between two very different kinds of people, being able to establish a common goal in them that is good for everyone, I guess that is the only skill I have gained from playing on this game and being part of FBI. The ability to talk to people and agree on things and make an agreement.
Okay. That's really nice. Thank you so much for accepting my interview. I'm sorry.
The next guy that we're going to be talking about used to own a server on Rec Room called Modern Nations. He has never been to war and he's never done anything too bad, but he has a lot of ranks on other servers and has friends that are in high places. His interview was the most interesting because he told me the most about the history and the old clans.
I like to build, kinda. I know. Back when MN was alive, I know that's when I started really getting into building. I started off more basic, but now I'm kind of starting to get more. I'm learning more techniques and stuff. So if you look at Snow Nation, you can see the improvement on the design, the depth, and the architectural niceness. I also like doing quests. I know I ended up getting really good at Isle not too long ago. So then I got all of this.
Oh.
My next focus is probably gonna be Jumbotron. I was actually ready to talk to me. I was about to solo up, but I'm like, nah, I'm dying because I was just helping someone with Golden. Haven't done Golden in a while.
Okay.
Is back. I mean, like, if I'm gonna be honest, my favorite part is the versatility, how you can do basically anything you want. Least favorite part is, like most people, the screen player update kind of ruined the atmosphere. It's bringing a bunch of 9-year-olds that just scream in your ears and are too young and just kind of ruins the vibe. You get false reported, sometimes you get banned for cheating because you're on teleport playing dodgeball and they get mad. But no, this used to be my alt account, but I turned this into my main. This account joined in February, I think, of 2018. My other one, I think, was around late 2016.
Okay.
A few days before the new rec center came out.
We've been around for longer than anyone else that I've talked to so far. So that's really interesting. So
I know I don't know, that's when I started playing because I used to have a friend that had PC. I didn't have my own account, but I played on his account. That's when I started playing. I don't know when I'm not going to log into RecNet. It's taking too long. I don't remember my old account password.
Okay.
It gives a lot of people something to do. It takes their time away from other stuff. They have something to work for. They have a common goal, which is to get to the highest rank they can to make their way up, earn trust. So, pretty good for the game.
Let's
Everybody asks as Raiders, but I know the reason both my clan maps got on the hot page on the first day because of Raiders. And Raiders are going to happen, and that's part of the clan. Without Raiders, it's not an RP server. It may be the worst part. The worst part is probably the toxicity. That's about it. How something can escalate it. Like, once you get to, like, the UL, like, Wreckverse, how you get into that drama and a lot of people are in UL and they learn about how bad the leader is, some shit that he's done.
Alright. Well, yeah, I've heard a lot of that, but that was very, very detailed. Thank you for that.
Have you heard of Cyber Syndicate?
No, I've never.
It's actually the leading cause. They're the leading clan against UL, and I was the apprentice to the prince there. So you learn a lot of stuff that Heisenbud has done. He's actually ban evaded, so he's probably gonna get perma banned because he got banned for 6 months not too long ago. And right after that happens, I saw him in a Crowns of War PvP, and he left right after that because he knew he screwed up. Have nobody try to do anything. A lot of people there they want raids, they want action to happen. And then you just gotta be careful about the toxic clans that don't know when to stop and what's too far and what's not.
Okay.
Some clans will go extents to do stuff to people IRL. I've seen it to happen to clan leaders. If you've ever heard of the clan HH, Hellhounds?
No, I've never heard of that.
It was an older clan. It was a bigger clan. But stuff won't happen, and someone went to one of the counters and they actually got his IRL address. And yeah, that's when they just shut it down because shit was going too far. They might be bringing it back from what I've heard.
Okay.
I don't know, I feel like I'll either be focused more towards building more maps, or I'll be more towards playing active, like, PvP games, quests. Maybe I might, I know I'm kind of straying away from clans a bit.
No, it's fine.
Getting out of it because it's a little toxic. Yeah, that's the basics.
My next question is about real-life 3D modeling.
Yeah, I was never the art type, and clan maps, I kind of actually got more into art now. Art was my least favorite subject in school, but still is. I like more 3D art. 3D art is better than 2D art to me. It's more creative. there's mixed opinions by people. The communities are very mixed, which isn't all bad. Moderation level is a bit, the report system is kind of broken. But otherwise, it's a good game.
Oh, all right. Well, that was a pretty nice interview. By the way, you were the nicest person messaging me out of everyone. You were the nicest guy. For everyone, they normally just say yes and no. You decided to, say, sorry, I'm doing something, and, I'll be on, definitely.
Yeah.
But, so thank you for that. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to give you a handshake in the virtual world to show that we are okay, and that we don't want to murder each other.
Rec Military is a place in Rec Room where people pretend to be in the military. It includes the Marines, the Navy, the Air Force to keep Rec Room safe as a whole. But it is less like the US Army and more like the Chinese in the sense that they send people to concentration camps and murder their own civilians. The time it took to get the interview was long. They have a border set up, seen here. But MobSlayer was one of the leads of the Rec Military, and he was my first interview. He was very, very gracious and kind and let me in. He only told me to kick out a couple of parts, but he's pretty nice.
Hey, IDK. Hello there. I actually have a...
Hello there.
You're admin, right? I have a good boy. I don't have a rank or anything, but I have a question. Can I get an interview with Negan, RE?
With Negan?
Yeah, Negan.
He's probably not that often online, so I can't talk with him anymore.
No, he's on right now. Oh, he just appeared offline. He's over there, but I don't want to break through and look like a raider.
Look, he gets online. He's 10 minutes online, and then he gets offline.
Oh, okay. Is there any way that I could get him for just a couple of minutes? That's it. That's all I need. All I need. 2 or 3 minutes.
No.
No?
No, it's not possible because he's offline sleeping right now or something like that. I don't know what he's doing right now.
No, he is on.
Well, let me see. I can text him. Text.
Yeah, he's I'm trying to do
I don't see him online.
It says that he's appearing offline.
He's not online, bro.
Dang. He's off right now, but I actually Wait, I need...
Yo, I have no rank.
So,
Can you help me?
this is gonna sound like... I'm gonna sound really horrible for this. I actually want to talk to some of the RP leaders, like the virtual ones, on the Rec Room and do a documentary type thing. Would you be willing for an interview? Because I saw that you're on the board over there. Just for 2 minutes, 2 or 1 minute, and I'll go.
Yeah, awesome should be on here. Awesome, please let Awesome be on here.
Knows that I am the name MobSlayer. I am one of the 2 leaders of Rec Military, and of course, possibly 3rd in command of Rec Empire.
Oh, okay. Is he gonna? What was that? You just...
No, I just saw someone phasing through the wall, so I think we might have someone. I've been wanting I need to pull out the word very quickly.
Yeah.
Let's just say, I'm intrigued on what the developers have, what the Rec Room community has.
Okay.
And of course, I've been trying to find a way how to make everyone happy, not just in rooms like this, but in other rooms as well.
Like when it first started, or like...
I believe last year?
Well, that's that matter.
Well, this is basically a reincarnated version of a clan called SDV back in 2019 that I joined, just because I got bored, so I wanted to see if there was any clans, because every game needs to have a clan. So apparently I stumbled across SDV, saw it, then it suddenly disappeared, then this replaced its little favorite spot. I can hear you, by the way.
This is a...
So like, how would I put this? They're basically like, what would you do in reality? And this is basically like getting you prepared for possibly what reality... Well, like, this is basically what reality is. I am having a phone call.
Right.
Well, horrible, however, they have a purpose. And without this purpose, clans would not be the way how they are. A clan, there's one rule that a clan must always, that every clan must have. It must have a raid system. Meaning, if you full-on block everything off from any raids, from any raiders, making it impossible to raid you, it will be deemed as a as like a failure clan, and it will not be claimed as a clan. It will be just titled as a fake, phony clan.
That fight, and I'm gonna raid them, and
We're just calm about it. Because they're gonna go through a lot of hell.
okay, all right.
Whereas the clans that have been growing a lot of numbers, and has been around for a very long time, will continue to suffer.
Well, that goes right to my next
I
one.
want this clan to be a bit better.
Okay, that works. And my
No, I will not join the military because I don't want to be a suicidal person.
you know, everything that I've talked about thus far.
This clan is a good clan. Of course, SDV will... Why did I pull a sword, you... SDV will always be here. Wherever I go, there will be... In any clan, SDV will also be following me. Even when it comes to here, I get an SDV vibe sometimes. Because some people that I know from SDV are here. And... Oh, no, that's not good.
Nope.
Shadow Corps are another Rec Room group, and at the time when I was recording, they were actually at war with another group which calls themselves SCP. The leader has changed out co-owners, and people didn't like the new co-owner. Then the leader of SCP, Vora, made videos and showed Shadow Corps admins being a little toxic. Then allegations came up against the owner, but overall, Hikari was a really nice person to talk to, and the co-owner was really nice to talk to too. Every clan has had allegations against them, and all of them have had controversies, but something that doesn't end is war. War never ends.
Of Shadow Core.
Thank you.
And I'm Nid. I am the co-owner of Shadow Core, head of discipline, and main builder.
Okay. So... Did he...
Evidence.
Yeah.
Right there. Just some evidence just to what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah, literally.
It could be much better optimized. It's a great game. There's a lot of potential, but there's a lot that just isn't there, which really should be. Like, we have a lot of tools, but we still don't have enough, and they keep adding on to it instead of fixing the problems that have been in the game for years.
I agree with you completely. I've said that on multiple occasions. Like, they stop adding stuff and start fixing stuff. So I agree with you completely.
Yeah.
And Nid, do you have the same opinions? Yeah.
I think December of 2018 when I got my VR for Christmas. And it's been, I suppose, over a year since I've been playing since.
Okay.
And
Nid?
you got me into it because I got mine in not last Christmas, the Christmas before. So I'd say last year. This is more your topic because I only joined after the rebranding.
Well, for me, I got involved in the whole clan scene very earlier this year. I'd say around maybe March or April. I think April. And that was when I joined what was at the time Shadow Nation. And well, that's where
Sea Raiders attempt to get in. Obviously, recently we've been adding equity and things like that in order to deter raiders and to not let them through.
Oh,
I grabbed something.
Oh, good.
Purposes, but a lot of the time they're just a nuisance, and they just kind of get in the way of the whole system. Although it obviously we won't actively try to seek them, but we will reciprocate if they are they are trying to go against us.
And believe me, we will finish them.
With as many clans as we can, However, obviously things happen and problems arise either with the management or their members, as you can see specifically as, you know,
Site
76, they're, without trying to use any harsh words,
where they make it difficult.
pathetic attempts to insult us.
They make it very difficult. They've gone out of their way to take out of context video clips of our our admins kicking them and
I've
banning
seen
them.
those. I've seen those.
Yeah. And they've been calling us toxic and corrupt and saying we need to be terminated and eliminated. But what they don't include is the reasons why we're dealing with them like that.
Alright. Without straying too far in problems, obviously, because it's not what it's about. Yeah.
Don't worry, if you guys want me to remove any clips, I'll remove them. That's all good. Just tell me, hey, don't put that
it
in.
should be fine.
Yeah. But yeah, we try our best to keep on good terms with as many clans as we can. You can see that by our quite large allies list. And yeah, we hope to die out. That's our main thing. To make sure we're keeping consistent and just not to slowly diminish and fall into obscurity.
Oh, okay.
The most I'm taking out of this is being able to gain the basics of 3D modeling, because that's the area that we're really going into. 3D modeling and design.
Yeah, what this is helping me with is this is helping me build my leadership skills, because I'm gonna be honest, like, I've never, until this point, like, taking up this role in this clan, I've never really been much of a leader, and it's never been my role. It's new to me, and it's something that I'm...
Yeah, conclusions.
I think clans are is a good part of Rec Room that people don't need to get involved in, but if they do, it becomes a lot of fun, because it becomes a literal community within each clan.
It's only ruined when people take it too far and start doing things like DDoSing each other during wars and hacking accounts and taking it way out of hand.
We try to keep it as fun and light-hearted, without trying to cause problems. However, obviously, we can't avoid those problems, and things happen. And
the few problems that might crop up, we do what's best in our power to squash those bugs.
Okay. Well, that was... well, is there anything that you want to add at the end, or anything like that? Anything like, oh, I didn't like this, or, I don't know, whatever.
Oh, I think, clans need to stop following
Now, after all these interviews and everyone that I've spoken to, one thing that I noticed is how much they laugh at themselves. With every group that came in, they always laughed. Why can't we do that? Why can't we just laugh at ourselves sometimes? Why do these clans have to take themselves so seriously? I'm not saying that they're not needed, but I do think that they should take themselves less seriously than they already do. Why is it that they have to declare war on each other over a simple disagreement? Why is it that nobody can just sit down and play the game and have fun? That's what the game is supposed to be about. Being on VR and just messing with each other. Now, YouTube videos are posted, and I hope that this one is seen by at least one big guy, because I really do think that we should take ourselves with a grain of salt. We shouldn't be as serious as we are, and we should probably sometimes take a chill pill, you know? Maybe loosening up tensions and stuff like that, and shaking hands, and not raiding each other and doxing each other. We've seen this happen in the past. I don't want it to happen again, and I don't think anybody else wants it to happen again too. Now, I think that laughter and kindness are two things that should be shown more than shooting skills and jumping skills. I think that there should be a social part to it too. I really do think that we should agree. As well as that, we should probably have fun as well. Maybe every year or something, do a paintball match. I don't know, have some fun. I think that the people that are watching this right now are either a part of clans, they're raiders, or they're leaders. Each of these should listen to what I'm saying now. Be fun, be calm, be kind. And as the rules state, you gotta be excellent to each other. The code of conduct should change with clans as much as it possibly can. We should change the way that we think. Be excellent to each other.